Refreshing.
Hi everyone, this is Muska. Thanks for watching my video. In this video I'm playing an engineer during Beta Weekend 3.
Last chance to nail down your strategy.
The structured PvP map that we're in right now is Legacy of the Foefire, which is a new map that was introduced this Beta Weekend. It's similar to the other two maps in that it has 3 bases to capture. The difference is that each team also has a base that can be assaulted and a lord that can be killed. I'm playing right now with Cantonar, an elementalist from my guild.
Feel the fury.
At the start of this match, we are right now heading toward the quarry. We're hoping that some of them has also gone to the quarry, and there will be a good fight here because this is the closest base to their spawn point. But it looks like all of them have gone toward the middle.
You captured the quarry.
And all of us have gone toward the quarry. We seem to be coming up to them in the road right now, so I duck behind this rock here in order to hide a little, in the hopes that someone will pass by and I'll be able to run through unassaulted. I'm hoping to capture the middle point while everybody else is involved in a road fight. One of them follows me, however. Just one warrior though, and so I think I can do fairly well against him, but I see some more of his friends coming, so I decide to use my elite skill to stun him and give myself a bit of an advantage. I'm using a conditions build, which is fairly strong in one-on-one situations, and I'm also stacking toughness instead of vitality, so I'm very good against warriors, who tend to generally do a little bit more direct damage rather than conditions damage. But I see that there are 3 of them now, and I don't think I can win against 3 of them, so I try to run away, but they really don't want me getting away. So the only thing to do is to stay and fight. I use my rocket boots to get out of the immobilization that one of them has put on me, and get back into the base. The base has been neutralized at this point, so I do feel like I have done some good here. They're still winning on points right now though. And now there are 4 of them. Cantonar has come back to help me, but we are still outnumbered quite a lot and I'm at very low health. I use my rocket boots again in order to get out of the stun, and then I use slick shoes to knock down the 2 people that are chasing me. I'm trying to finish off this warrior, but he manages to run away, and now there are 3 people on me now, and I go down very fast because I didn't get the chance to use my heal. Some of my teammates have shown up now, so hopefully they manage to prevent the enemy team from capping the point. One of the things I really don't like about this battleground is that I feel like it really promotes people to get into long senseless fights in the middle base. I think the reason for this is that the middle base is a little bit too accessible from the other 2 bases. It's very different from the Battle of Kylo, for example, where the middle base, the clock tower, is accessible only by climbing the stairs from the bottom or jumping through a bunch of boxes and jumping through the window. In this battleground, if you want to get from one base to the other, if you want to get from the waterfall to the quarry, you really have to run through the middle. That's the fastest way. So as a result, people tend to congregate in clusters there. And it looks like our team is still fighting over the middle, and I'm staying to help cap the waterfall, which really isn't necessary. There are 3 people capping it, and that doesn't make it cap any faster than if there was only 1 person. But I'm kind of procrastinating a little bit because I really don't like these gigantic melee fights.
I feel good.
It looks like they have all gone to our base now. They're trying to take out our lord, which sounds like a good idea in theory because killing the opposing team's lord does award your team 100 points. What they're not accounting for though is that we currently have all 3 bases.
Your lord is under attack.
And as you'll see in a moment, they do succeed in killing our lord, but because we hold 3 bases, we manage to catch up very quickly in points. So now I'm heading toward the quarry again. It's a 2-on-2 fight, so I use my elite skill to give us a tiny bit of an advantage. Cantonar has joined us, so this is really going to be a slaughter now. and leaving him to cap the base while I go and finish off this warrior.
Captured the quarry. Infuriate.
We still have all 3 points. They haven't managed to take any back yet, so as you see, we have managed to regain a 40-point lead. And now we're going back to the middle. There's probably going to be a lot of people in the middle again. But no, there's actually only one Mesmer. We managed to remove a lot of his health very fast, and then one of his friends shows up to help him. And he ends up running off because he's afraid of dying. He knows he can't beat us. At this point I noticed that the Mesmer that I thought had run off had actually died in the road fairly close to our base. I don't want him bandaging, so I go to stomp him, and then come back and help Kentner finish off the Guardian. The Guardian goes down, and I don't go to stomp him. I let the other two do it. I'm expecting him to use his knockback to push my friends away, and then in that case I will go and stomp him to get it done a little bit faster, but he ends up not using his knockback.
You've taken the graveyard.
After this point is capped, we head off toward the waterfall. There is a warrior heading toward us, who presumably is a person who just capped the waterfall. I blind him so that he can't hit me, and then I use my sprint to get away. I don't want to be stuck fighting in the road when there is a point I can be taking. He follows us to the waterfall, which is kind of a bad idea because there are 2 of us. He is outnumbered and he's not very good, so he can't win. I try to use my flamethrower knockback to push him away, but Kentenar preempts me with his knockdown, so my pushback ends up getting wasted. I knock him down with my slick shoes, not because I have to, just because I really enjoy watching the sight of a big Norn falling flat on his face. We're really just kind of toying with him at this point. He can't hurt us at all. And they have managed to take the middle back, so I should really head in that direction.
You've lost the quarry.
There are 3 of us coming to fight us in the space right now, so I use my elite skill because we're slightly outnumbered and I want to even the odds a little. And the 4th one has joined in, so we're really outnumbered, but we're still doing fairly well. I knocked down the person who was chasing me with my slick shoes, and now some of our friends have joined us, and I think we really have this fight won. So I want to head off now and capture the quarry, because it's the only point that we don't have. But we've pretty much won the game now, and there's really no point in me capping the quarry.
Your team is victorious.
At this point, I know that everybody else is fighting in the middle, so I kind of say screw it to myself, and I go to the middle as well because we've won the game, and I may as well stomp a few people before the next game starts. I use my flamethrower's knockback to interrupt this warrior from stomping my friend, and the warrior ends up running away. I probably should stop and res my teammate here, but I don't know, what can I say? Stomping is more fun than rezzing, and we won the game anyway. Now I'm using my slick shoes to prevent the warrior from stomping yet another one of my teammates. The rest of this video is just more people coming and fighting, more of my teammates, more of their teammates, everything. So I'm just going to end the commentary here. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you when the game launches.